Hello, this is a card that I made for the Father's Day 2017 series. This card design uses washi tape to create the front panel of the card, and I have a panel which has been illustrated with a bird on a branch. It's a very simple card design and it works up very quickly, and it has a very simple sentiment inside. This is the second time I've had to do this video because the sound messed up on the first time, and I hope that I have fixed the sound issues this time, but let's see. The materials that I'm using is a card base, as always, cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Kraft mat, cut 5 1/4 by 4. I need some beige cardstock. This is a 4 by 5, but this is more than I need. That's for this piece. And I need a white panel cut 5 by 3 3/4. I'm using 5 different washi tapes and also some gold tape. The stamp sets I'm using today is Moon Lake by Stampin Up and What a Gentleman by Fiskars and by Stampin Up Something to Celebrate. The inks I'm using today is just Memento Rich Cocoa, Versafine Onyx Black. I will also be using distress inks for the coloring. I have tea dye, peeled paint, and broken china. I also have a distress marker of mustard seed. I'll need rhinestones as an accent, and I also will need I didn't get it, I'll go get it before I start the next part, the die set that does the stitched squares. Alright, let me clear this stuff away and jump right into creating the card. Alright, this is the die cut set that I mentioned, the stitched squares. I'm going to be using this square to cut out that. Now set that aside for a moment and let me talk about these washi tapes. Washi tape is a very thin, easy to tear tape which is used in card making. It is, some are see-through, some are not, but let me hold it up there. You can see the bird through it, but it's very thin and it has the consistency of the micropore tape, which is what when you go to the doctor and you get shots or things and they put the cotton ball on. This is basically the same thing. Lindsey, the Frugal Crafter, has a video on her channel which shows you how you can make your own washi tape using the stamps you have and the micropore tape. So I also have this gold one, which is not washi tape, but it will do the same thing. Okay, so let me just show you how to make the card. First I'm going to stamp the bird. So I am bringing in my Misty tool. Come here, you. And I've already put the stamp on the door where I need it to be. I'm going to hold this in place with my magnet and stamp this with the rich cocoa. I need to remove the foam piece. I almost forgot about that because this stamp is red rubber and it's a little thicker and it needs a little extra space. There. Now move that out the way. Let's try that again. Yes, this is live. There. Alright. I'm using the Misty tool in case I don't get a good stamping the first time. Then I can stamp it again, but that's good. I have my rag soaked with my DIY stamp cleaner. There's a video on my channel showing how to make that. Alright, set that aside for now. And I'm going to get my second Misty out and stamp the inside of the card. So I need the extra part for this because this is a photopolymer. I'll put the card base in. This is Mountainside Up which is the inside of the card. And I'll ink this up with the Versafine Onyx Black. Because this is such a solid stamp, I want to be sure to use the MISTI for this one, because if it doesn't stamp well the first time, I can stamp it again. And I made a huge mess, but that should not transfer to my paper. There's a few missed spots, so I'm going to give it a second shot because I want this to be really dark. I should re-ink my ink stamp because I've been doing a lot of stamping, and that's good. Okay. Take this aside and let that dry. And now I'm going to take the front panel and clean this real quick. See how easy that cleans up? You really should watch that video and make that. So I am going to grab the Father's Day stamp from this stamp set, and again the Onyx Black. Because this is a wood stamp, I can't use the MISTI to make sure that I get a second stamping, but I could use a Stamp-A-Majig, but I'm going to just try to get a good stamp just the first time so I don't have to worry about it. Holding it straight as I can. Straight down and straight up. Very good. Clean this real quick. Okay. Now I'm going to start putting the washi tape in place. When you use the washi tape, it's a good idea to fold under the end so you won't have to fight with it when you go to use it a second time. So this is just a matter of laying the tape as straight as you can get it from one side to the other. And just cut a little bit. No magnet. Okay. Fold that back up because I'll regret it if I don't. So from this point on, it's just a matter of lining them up one after the other. So I'm going to fast forward through this part and play some music provided by my brother, David Marsh, for you to enjoy while I put the card together. Now set that aside, and where'd that thing go? I will take this and go to my Big Shot and press this out. I'll be right back. Okay, now I have this punched out. So I'm bringing in a stamp block, and I'm going to use that as a palette to do my painting. Just very easy watercolor. So you press a little bit of the ink onto the block and just pick it up with the aqua pen. Because this is not watercolor paper, if you put too much moisture, the paper will peel, so I'm being careful not to go a little bit overboard with the liquid. It's very simple. And you clean the brush between colors by just using a clean paper towel. So wipe that off and pick up the next one, which is the peel paint. This is very simple, very quick. Just gives the impression of watercoloring without all the extra effort. Okay. Tea dye. Oh, I just realized I forgot something. And pick up the mustard seed and do a little bit of flowers here. And that's it. Okay, taking an ink blending tool, going to distress the edges of this with the tea dye. Needs to be a little straighter. Just go around the edge like this. There we go. And now it's just about finished. It's just a matter of assembling the card. So I'll let this part run really fast. Okay, that's the finished card. It was very quick, very easy. You can do this same layout with any washi tapes you had. If you didn't want it to go diagonal, you can go straight across, up and down, or any number of ways. Washi tape also, I didn't show this, but it tears very easily. Let me show you that. And some people prefer the ragged edges instead of the straight cut edge. It's totally your preference, but it has a lot of possibilities. And as you saw, it makes a very quick card. Thanks for watching. I'd like to thank my brother David for the music that he provides for my card making videos. I have a link down below to his channel. You can check out his videos. Thanks for watching and happy Father's Day to everyone. Take care.